Namaste, it's the Spiritual Daywalker with your tarot card reading for the next new moon phase from 27th of August until 10th of September. It's Virgo season and this new moon will be in Virgo. So, Cancer, I feel you. I'm a Cancer myself. I try not to let it bleed into this reading, but I feel the chores coming up and the things to take care of. You know, it's honorable to sit with your feelings and make people confront their emotions and stuff like that, but there is a time when you gotta take care of stuff, right? And this September, especially this Virgo new moon, is gonna set that right for you. So there's a time to shut up, right? When people don't want to be confronted with their emotions, it's their journey, right? Whatever. There's a time to just like do your thing, pull through it, all that stuff where you're like, I want to be inspired to do shit. Yeah. Of course, but sometimes you got to pull through it, right? That's why I'm sitting here in the middle of the night giving readings. And I do love it, but still it's in the middle of the night. However, this is a general reading, so if the message doesn't resonate with you, feel free to drop the message. If it does resonate with you, drop a comment, like and subscribe, and share to whoever could enjoy this reading style. I don't do love readings, Cancer. So if love comes up in this reading, that is on you because you are manifesting it or dealing with it or projecting it, whatever. But life is a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I don't want you to project anything into your reality that is not supposed to be there. Anyway, it's all about love, right? So everything we're projecting in this reality is trying to teach us self-love, with which we then attract our significant other to make us grow further and stuff like that. So don't be alarmed, there is love in there, it's all about it, right? But it's the general theme, so that's exactly what it's about. Now let's see in your reading how you are starting off this September with this Virgo new moon. There's the spirit axis in the middle, from the soul spot to manifestation, and then the energies balancing around it. I call it the DNA spread. So, in your soul, there is the Empress in reverse in your soul spot. So it's like you're doubting your intuition a bit, but you are well on your way. So like you cannot really help it. You're basically, your soul knows, right? But you're kind of doubting whether you're on the right path or not, right? But something deep within you knows, right? Feels like distractions coming, like left and right, and you're like, but I wanted to focus on this in my life. And universe be like, yeah, that's exactly what you're doing right now. You're kind of setting yourself up for success, right? But you got to build the setup first. Now in the spot of the 9, what you gain from this entire experience, well, there's a Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Well, the fact that the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse is like you are waiting for some big good news to come in a sense, and feel like the universe is kind of working against you. But that's not the case, right? It's like the Wheel of Fortune means time is working in your favor, in a sense, and you are working with the universe to make things work, right? But somehow there is that delay, or that something is off with that energy where you're like, yeah man, am I really doing the right thing here? Is that really, like, is life really going the way I wanted to manifest it? That is you doubting that fortune right here. But it's okay, because like I bet there's a star card coming up somewhere or something like that. So we'll see how you manage building yourself or setting yourself up for success here. In the spot of your manifestation, there's a 6 of Cups in reverse, which is a good thing to manifest. That means you're closing your past, right? It's like that's a card for nostalgia also, right? It's taking a look, like dreaming about the past and being like, yeah, how did it feel back in the day, and then comparing it, whatever. It can be a card for stagnation if you would get stuck in the past, right? However, the past always teaches us something about the future, right? So it seems like you are learning your lesson, right? You are looking back at the past, where like, yeah, back in the day it was like this and that, and maybe whatever, and but you're coming out of that energy. You're manifesting coming out of that energy and realizing that you already are in a different vibration and you are moving into a different vibration. So it's all good, Cancer. It's all good. It's going to turn out well. I feel like, since this is all in reverse, you're a little doubting, right? Because stuff is happening and you're like, oh, shit, I got to deal with this. I don't actually I wanted to focus on something else. But you're still clearing out some energetic, some emotional residue, right? Like the feeling of it might be like that it could fail, for example, right? Because you've experienced failure in the past. So that's also, and that refers to all kinds of areas in your life, right? So I bet you're kind of experiencing a revamp in love as well as in your projects and work relationships. So it's all coming together here, and you're reviewing emotions from the past and try not to let it bleed into your future, right? So let's see how you're actually experiencing this shift, this transition, right? In the spot of the 1, there is the 3 of Pentacles. So like, this is a good sign, because this means you're actually improving your financial situation, or like the project, right? It's like not only the projects, like Pentacles is not only about money, it is about stability, safety. And the 3 of Pentacles is about working together on something, right? Climbing that mountain together. So that is a good energy to come out of, where you're like, okay, let's do this, right? Let's work on this. Let's like build something here, right? And take life to the next level, right? Like on that mountain, quite literally, like climb up higher, climb the ladder. And there is your energy right there. You are determined to make that work. You are very determined. Like, however you are doubting your intuition right here, your determination to pull through, to like trust whatever life throws at you and pull through that and work with that. Stay in your energy, right? You're not giving up yourself for something anymore, because that's what you did in the past, where you're like, yeah, maybe I'm a little too sensitive for this world and I gotta man up, or whatever, like, rise up to the challenge, blah blah blah. It's like, right now it seems like you're rising up to the challenge, but you're staying in your own energy, right? You are that contemplative, insightful character that is not exactly rushing into things. It's like very diligent, very insightful, right? And determined to make shit work. So that is a good thing. So even if you're doubting your intuition, or you're like not exactly in tune with your higher self, that is clearly guiding you through this with the Wheel of Fortune in the middle. Even though you're not exactly in tune with it, you are very much in your own energy, being determined to make things work, and to make things work towards your true self, your true nature as a Cancer, as a sensitive cardinal water sign. That's the cardinal, right? Cardinal means that you're confronting people with their emotionality, you're confronting yourself with your emotions, and you actually see a lot of value in that now, right? And you want to make that work, and maybe even make it a career. And then life just throws shit at you, and you'll be like, well, is that really working for me here with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse? And your higher self be like, well, these are the hoops your horse has to jump through to get where you want to go. So let's see, in the spot of the 3, what you learn from this is, you're cutting ties with some old mindsets. There's a 5 of Swords in reverse. That's like my card for cutting ties, especially in that deck, because you see here, it's actually cutting, right? 5 of Swords in reverse, though, means, well, what does it mean actually? I mean, like, you're making up your mind, right? But it seems that you're also encountering some confrontation with your own mindsets, with mindsets that you held dear, where you're like, oh yeah, you're right, maybe I should like rethink this, whatever. However, whenever you rethink this, whatever it is, right? Whenever someone is like trying to get you out of your comfort zone, and you're like, okay, yeah, well, let's think this through. Maybe I was on the wrong track here. Finding your track is always like tied to your energy. Like, make it yours, right? You don't just take on some advice, right? But you take an advice as an impulse that something needs changing, something needs to shift, right? But be sure to make it your own, like build your own, like make up your mind yourself in a sense, right? Let's see how this Wheel of Fortune is surrounded, how you're challenged here to go into manifestation. There's a Son of Cups in reverse, which is interesting. So you're trying to swallow your emotions here, which is not exactly healthy. It is balanced on the other side with the Father of Pentacles in reverse, which is very freaking interesting. I mean, like in the spot of the Four, so the thing that gives you a sense of stability is swallowing your emotions, which is not exactly you standing in your power, right? Cancer. So swallowing your emotions is something that is very toxic for a Cancer. That is almost undoable, right? You get passive aggressive and shit like that. So you don't want to be passive aggressive, right? What brings the change here is that Father of Pentacles in reverse. So you kind of struggling with, getting like some routines in place and some longevity, and like you're trying to set yourself up right here and like become that Father of Pentacles in a sense, right? Like first, like being able to provide for yourself, for your loved ones, whatever, but also setting up something that is that provides long-term stability here. Somehow it doesn't feel like that to you yet. Why exactly? Let's see in the spot of the manifestation here why you're struggling with that Father of Pentacles energy. Probably because you're coming from an Empress in reverse, where you're like, yeah, maybe it's wrong though. Maybe I'm like off track here. Fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. You know, that's the Chariot. Fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. I stay on course. Whatever that means, right? Now let's see, coming closer into manifestation. There's a Son of Wands. So, however not ready you feel to make something stick, you're very passionate about it, which is very interesting. And probably, well, yeah, maybe that's someone in your reality that is driving you, that is like providing you with a like more fiery energy to like get things going, right? Could be. But I kind of get the sense that it's you. That is you trying to like, yeah, I know I don't feel ready, but I'm not looking at it. I try to I pretend that everything is fine and whatever, even though something within me is still doubting that this is the right way to go. Yeah, well, let's see. Also, let's see how it ties to that Six of Cups in reverse. It's balanced, on the other hand, by, a Ten of Swords, right? That is overthinking and coming out of overthinking, which is actually good. So it makes me think like that Son of Wands is that Son of Wands balanced by a Ten of Swords in reverse. That is this idea of done is better than perfect. Where you're like, I know, Cancer, you hate pragmatism, right? Being pragmatic is like, well, not exactly for any Cancer. Maybe that's my Capricorn rising speaking here, where you're like, no, you got to do shit right and think it through, whatever. But it very much seems that even though you're struggling with feeling worthy and feeling like you're able to provide whatever, you're still doing it. You're still going for it, right? You're still going for it, and you'll discover something about how you felt in the past and how you don't want to feel anymore, and to not fuck up your future in a sense. Well, there's a good thing. You cannot fuck it up. You can only fuck up your experience, right? But that's a cool thing about destiny, right? It is somehow written, right? So you cannot fuck it up. The only thing you can fuck up is how you experience it, right? Whether you like it or not, that is in your power. Let's see what you're gaining from this in manifestation in a spot of the 6, there's a tower. Motherfucker. There is a tower. There's something coming in. Huh. Huh, 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 huh. It's not just that I want to believe that it's something positive. I said I'm not gonna let myself bleed into this reading. I feel like it's something positive, or something that, well, it's making you move, right? Whatever, right? But the tower, it doesn't have to be negative news. The tower can be very like a pivotal. It's just a pivotal change that is coming from the outside, right? Something that hits you like this lightning here, right? Bam, just like that, and your entire world has shifted. And I believe that is coming in for you, right? And that might be the moment when you finally get out of that 6 of Cups energy in reverse. That is basically you struggling with bad experiences from the past. That is why your Empress is in reverse, because you're like, yeah, maybe, like, I know I have to believe that this is working out. I know I have to believe, but do I really? Because in the past it actually didn't, right? You are in that Chariot, right? You are like, you want to make yourself known, you want to believe in yourself, whatever, but believing in the world here, right? With that Father of Pentacles in reverse, that is like, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's that Son of Cups in reverse, where you're like, you're trying to swallow your pride here, you're trying to swallow your emotions and be like, okay, I gotta stand my ground here, I just gotta go for it, right? And you're trying to be in your Son of Wands, dealing with a fucking tower moment or whatever. But I kind of get the sense that something is gonna happen that will turn that around, right? That will turn that around. It's gonna be like, of course it's gonna be like a test, in a sense that you have to believe in yourself in the face of adversity. That is basically the deal, right? Believe in what you're trying to build here in the face of adversity. Good thing is, you're not alone. You're not alone in this, right? There's a 3 of Pentacles. That means there are people that support you, that like you for who you are, with that Chariot, right? So these working together. But there are mindsets as well as emotions that you need to let go of to, make that Wheel of Fortune work for you, right? Realize that you're not working against time, actually, but time is working for you. And that Tower is somehow going to prove this. That is very interesting, because the Tower right here is going to make you move. It's going to get you into that Son of Wands, right? Out of your head, where you're like, okay, shit, I gotta do this now, right? So I feel like it's something coming in that, well, it's not a blessing in disguise. It's like, it could be a project, for example, like a job, where you're like, bam, suddenly you gotta do this, shit, you gotta finish this now, right? So it is positive, but it's not exactly like a 10 of Cups moment or whatever, right? Where you're like, yay, cool. But it's like, holy shit, client wants the big deal. Like, you know, that is a good news coming in, but still, it's gonna just like push you forward into getting out of your head about stuff and just making shit happen and going for what you desire, right? And just trying to just get you moving, which is a good thing, right? So it is positive, and you see it as positive. You're just afraid that it's going to distract you from whatever it is that you actually want to achieve here, right? But well, it's working for you in a sense that it gets you out of the blockages that you've been carrying around for so long, right? So the fact that you are in the Empress in reverse, like your soul is trying to guide you here, right? And you want to believe that, but somehow emotionally and like in the manifestation, like you're not exactly there. It's still delayed, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing wrong here? So universe is throwing you a bone, getting you to move in a sense that it's like, okay, you got to take care of this now. You got to take care of this now. So it's like the universe is keeping you busy, so you stop overthinking your past and stop overthinking what future you might get into, and you just do stuff one step at a time, just exactly how the universe lays it in your path. And the good thing is, you are in your own energy, you are determined to make that work, and being in the chariot means universe heard you, right? Universe heard your calling, knows it, like you're standing there in your chariot, knowing where you want to go, like this is my direction, this is my energy, I want to do this. The universe be like, okay, we got you. Here's some shit you need to do to get there. And this is what you got to realize. It's like whatever life throws at you right now in this September, this is all to set you up for success, right? No matter how off topic it seems, no matter how it seems to distract you from where you actually want it to go, right? But universe knows the way to go, right? And the way to go is for you to deal with that shit that is that 10 of swords and that 6 of cups, which is making you doubt yourself, right? What I'm a little concerned with here is that Son of Cups in reverse and the Father of Cups, Father of Pentacles in reverse, where you actually, right, you're trying to, you know, close your eyes and just move, right? And shut up where you actually want to speak up, right? And then feeling shitty about yourself because you don't like stand your ground and you don't feel aligned with yourself. Like that is a little shitty, but I somehow feel it is necessary right now for a certain amount of time where you're just like, you know, it makes sense to confront your emotions, to do the shadow work, right? It makes sense to just sit with the feeling, whatever. But the longer you sit with the feeling, the less you're getting into action, and but you got to move right now, right? And that tower is going to make you move, and it's going to make you forget about shit not working out in the past, because yeah, there's some confirmation that it's working out. It's just work, you know? And I don't see too many pentacles here, but well, it very much seems like universe keeping you busy to get you out of your head and get you out of those emotions that you have been carrying around, right? And you consciously know that something needs to shift, but it's tough because there's a 5 of swords in reverse, and then later it's a 10 of swords in reverse, right? And 5 and 10 are like similar energies. It's about change, about like, you know, you have to make up your mind, cut some ties, right? You're not exactly sure how to do it, and then universe be like, okay, motherfucker, move already. So bam, you're in the 10 of swords, and then you gotta move, because that's the end of the line. That is like no leeway anymore. You just gotta answer the call, and you're gonna answer the call. There is that Son of Wands, so you're gonna feel very much empowered by this, right? Moving forward. So that is a good deal. That is a good thing. And well, I do kind of get that this is your energy. However, Son of Wands can also be someone that is just like, oh, come on, man, let's go, right? That is kind of not like either taking you by the hand or just like kicking your ass in a sense to make you move, whatever. There's like, haven't you heard the calling? Didn't you see that tower burning? That is you. That is a sign for you to move, and to move away from this nostalgia, which is not exactly nostalgia, but it is like that feeling from the past that shit's not gonna work out, maybe, whatever, right? So that energetic residue from the past where you're just like, yeah, which you've been carrying around on your back like a cross, and that is not exactly doing you good. So be aware, whatever life throws at you, it seems to be a very good message and like task, but it's pivotal, right? It's something that you really need to take care of, but the cool thing is it's going to get you out your head and make you stop overthinking, right? So you just follow your Wheel of Fortune. So the advice here is that Wheel of Fortune is not in reverse. The universe is actually working for you here. And the more you trust that and believe that, the more you see the upside of that tower, and the more you can energetically let go of the bullshit, right? Because you are in your energy. You are the chariot. Cancer. This is beautiful. Trust it. Trust it, so you learn how to trust your Empress again. Trust your intuition again. You are on the way, and the universe is throwing you a bone. If that resonated with you, Cancer, drop a comment, like and subscribe. Also, yeah, just give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you, right? Especially Cancer, because I'm a Cancer, and I don't want to bleed into this too much, but of course I'm like I'm speaking from experience, right? So get into conversation with me. I'd love to talk to you, and yeah, see you soon. Enjoy this energy, Cancer.